Everybody likes to dream about living in the nicest subdivision or the nicest house. Here in southern Indiana, we may not demand the same home values as in LA or in New York City, but we do have some great places to live. So if you want to find the most expensive houses, where do you go? Well, what makes those places valuable? Hopefully today we can answer some of those questions with our highest priced subdivisions of 2023. We ran some data in 2023 sales and came back with the top 3 most expensive subdivisions in southern Indiana. Just to be clear, we did qualify this with only neighborhoods that had at least 5 sales. Hopefully that keeps the numbers from getting out of whack with one crazy high-priced home throwing off the average. We'll save those for another video. So without further ado, show me the neighborhoods. Located in Sellersburg, Indiana, Covered Bridge. With 6 sales in 2023, the average sale price was $647,000. Yes, this did get inflated a bit by one huge sale over $1 million, but there were a couple houses right around the average as well. So what makes Covered Bridge demand such a high price? Well, the first and probably most obvious thing is the sheer size of the homes, with 5 of the 6 houses that sold in 2023 coming in at over 4,000 square feet. That's a big house. The average of all homes sold in 2023 was right at about 1,800 square feet, if that gives you any idea. So we're here in Covered Bridge Subdivision. If you've spent much time in this area or happen to play much golf, you know that one of the big offerings for this neighborhood is it sits right on Fuzzy Zeller's Covered Bridge Golf Course, which is one of the nicest, if not the nicest golf course on this side of the river. So obviously the houses that sit on the golf course fetch a really good price because they're sitting on the golf course. There's also some really nice houses, but everything in this subdivision benefits from this golf course. There is a full restaurant, bar, full menu in there, so it makes it really nice that you can jump out for dinner and drinks without ever leaving the neighborhood. Coming in at number 2 on our list, located in Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, is the Woods of Lafayette. With 12 sales in 2023, the average sale price was a whopping $697,000. This one had even more sales and was a little more evenly spaced across the board on pricing, with highest sales coming in at over $900,000 and the lowest still at $585,000. Once again, we start out by looking at the size of these houses. 10 of the 12 sales were over 4,000 total square feet, and 4 of them were over 5,000. So these houses on average are quite a bit bigger even than our number 3 neighborhood. So what else is there? When you're walking through this neighborhood, it just feels like the whole thing's like built into a hill. Hence the location of Floyd's Knobs. It is built into the side of a hill, but the big rolling hills just make for a really cool kind of setup here that makes everything look really pretty. This one doesn't sit on a golf course like our last neighborhood, so there's nothing to note there. There are several small lakes and ponds in the neighborhood, so many of the houses are sitting on the water, which is always a plus, especially when it comes to resale value. The whole neighborhood is built on big rolling hills, so there's a lot of variation on the landscape, which makes for a really pretty setting. Probably the single biggest thing I see in this neighborhood is that there are very high minimum standards for the houses built here. You don't see some big, some small, some well kept, some not so much. You just see one huge, very nice house after another, which I think helps with a buyer's confidence when investing this kind of money into a home. They know this subdivision isn't going anywhere. They'll continue to get great appreciation year after year after year. And last but not least, our number 1 highest priced neighborhood of 2023, located in Jeffersonville, Indiana, the Stables of Old Stone. With 7 sales in this neighborhood in 2023, the average sale price was $703,000. This was very evenly spaced, with only about $40,000 separating the highest price from the lowest price. This one is a little unique because it's a brand new subdivision, or really a section of the broader Old Stoner subdivision. So all of the sales in 2023 were new construction, which is going to give an edge on price to those over the existing homes we've seen so far. These aren't particularly huge homes like our other neighborhoods we've seen, with all of the sales ranging from 3,000 to 3,300 square feet. The lots are bigger in this subdivision at about half an acre each. The whole thing also sits up on a hill, so while it's not on a golf course or a lake, it does offer some pretty cool views. It's also a really small neighborhood, so it feels a little more exclusive. But far and away, the biggest thing I notice about these homes is that the builders spared no expense. Millennium builders really went over the top with the extras like exposed stone accent walls, standalone bathtubs, screen-covered patios, and tons of custom trim work. The location is also great on the east end of Jeffersonville, very close to the new bridge and all of the new things that are coming to this area. There it is, the top 3 most expensive neighborhoods of 2023. If you see something you like, there are available homes in all these neighborhoods, so let me show you around. Shoot us an email at info@adventurerealty.com or give me a call. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, or whatever else you can do on social media, and make sure to watch out for more of our great local content on real estate and everything else. See you next time.